My goal is to help you put your knowledge, experience, skills, passions into a profitable online coaching course or educational program. If you haven't already, grab a pen, paper, journal, because this video is going to be super actionable and you're going to work alongside me. Okay, are we ready? The first thing I want you to write down is the passions that you have, things you care about, things you value, things that you enjoy doing. These passions, just kind of let it flow. Anything that you enjoy doing. Sometimes it's hard as adults to think, well, what am I actually passionate about? But have a think. The things that you do on weekends, the things that you do after work, what are you passionate about? The next thing I want you to write out is your skills. Now, these are skills that you might have acquired through your professional career, your personal life, any skills that you have, that you're good at, that you know you're good at, and your skills and passions don't have to be the same thing. Communication skills, leadership skills, you might have gained management skills in a previous career, teaching skills, confidence skills, all of those types of things, write them down. The third thing that I want you to write down is your experience or achievements, accomplishments. These can be things throughout your career, they can be things in your personal life, they could be jobs that you've achieved in the past, goals that you've met at work, goals that you've achieved with your students. What accomplishments and achievements have you acquired, along with experience that you've had? Experience in maybe different classroom settings or working with different companies, experience with different types of students, experience teaching different things, anything that you can think of. Pause this video and write all those things down. It's super important to know a lot about yourself, because when we dig deep, we kind of get to the good stuff that you might not know other people want to learn about. So that's why we're kind of doing this scan of ourselves. I know it can feel uncomfortable. I know it can feel like, why am I doing this right now? But trust me when I say your profitable idea is within you. What have you mastered? And it can be hard when something comes quite easily to you to understand that other people around us actually want to learn that thing as well. So you can ask your friends and your family, ask them what they think that you're good at, what accomplishments they remember that you've achieved in the past. Maybe you've mastered successfully homeschooling your kids. Maybe you've mastered teaching online successfully. Maybe you've mastered classroom management skills. Maybe you've mastered working with students that have behavioural issues. Maybe you've mastered creating resources on Canva. Maybe you've mastered planning or organising your classroom. It doesn't even have to be teaching or educational related. Anything in your current personal life or situation. What's some things that you have achieved? You might be offering something right now online, maybe lessons or a course, and you can't seem to understand why people are not enrolling or buying it from you. And the main thing is, if you have an offer that people just don't need or want, then it's going to be very hard to sell it. And how we make sure that we put together something that people need or want is through a little formula that I'm going to teach you in a second. When launching anything, you want to make sure that the offer is right first. If you're bringing something to market that people just don't want or need, it's going to be so hard to sell it. No matter how many Facebook posts you write or Instagram stories you create or TikToks you create, if the offer isn't right, people are not gonna buy. So we want to get that offer right first. Okay, moving into what people are really gonna buy online for a premium price. For this step, you want to step out of yourself and the ideas that you might currently have or the ideas that you're currently selling, and you want to step into your customer, step into the buyer, into the buyer's mind, and have a buyer's perspective. A business idea that you think is really great and you love so much and you're passionate about might not be what people are willing to buy. And it can be very difficult when you're passionate about your idea when someone says, well, no one's going to buy that, because you're so passionate about it. But when you flip the switch and kind of get into your customer first and the person who's buying it, remember, your business is for them. You have to put them on the pedestal and really analyze who your business is going to help first, because they're the ones that are spending their hard-earned cash on your offer. So you want to make sure it's really what people want and need. So for a second, we want to step out of ourselves and step into this person. To figure out what people are actually going to buy, we're going to use Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You might have learned this in sociology or back in school, and what this explains to us is what humans actually want and actually need. The three main markets that people are willing to spend money on are wealth, health, and relationships. So the first layer is our basic human needs, such as food, water, clothing, shelter. These things we are willing to buy, and we are continually buying each week because it's a basic need that we have. Once you have your needs met, you then move on to the next human need, which is having safety. And this is safety within your job, being employed, your career, making money. If people have their basic needs met, then they're willing to buy things that are going to help them in this safety category. And this category is also about wealth. They're willing to learn how to increase their wealth, increase their income, or save money and decrease their expenses. People are willing to invest in this kind of stuff. They want to increase their income and increase their safety. So your profitable business idea may land in this section. So I'm going to talk about these three markets, and then we're going to go through your passion, skills, and knowledge and match them up to make the perfect match for your profitable business idea. So once you have your basic needs met and once you feel safe and secure, then people are willing to spend money on their relationships. This could be parent-child relationships, it could be relationships between husband and wife, it could be relationships between student and teacher, but people are only willing to buy that kind of stuff once they have their basic and safety needs met. The next category is health, and the average person isn't willing to spend that much money on health, especially if they are generally healthy. What happens is people are willing to spend money on health when it's a problem in their life, right? So if someone is wanting to lose weight because they are, clinically overweight, they're only going to do that when they are overweight. They're only going to invest in a diet program once they are living in the problem. When my skin gets bad, that's when I invest in skincare and I buy more things for my skin. Only when the problem is apparent. This doesn't mean that if you start a fitness business or a health coach business that it isn't going to be successful. It just means that you want to be more niche when you share something to do with someone's health. If you can educate on any of these three areas, then you are on the right track. What we're going to do is take your knowledge, passions, and skills, and we're going to apply them to these three areas to make sure that they are profitable. So don't worry if right now you feel like you don't have any experience with wealth, health, or relationships, because when we look at your passions, I'm going to show you how you can turn them into these types of markets. I want to mention that this is a little bit of pre-work to what I will be working on with my 12-week mastermind students. Inside the mastermind, over the course of 12 weeks, we will put together not only your offer, we will build out your online business as well. We're going to scan yourself and figure out how to align yourself and your brand with a high-ticket offer, as well as build out your social media, your email list, your marketing system, all of the things that you need to start moving forward with your online business to create the impact and income that you deserve. If you want to see if the mastermind is going to be a good fit for you right now, I have a few 15-minute strategy calls available. I'll leave that link down below, and if there is a time still available, you can click on it and book, and we can sit down, have a coffee, and talk about your business and where you want it to go, as well as figure out if the mastermind is going to be the right next step for you. A massive part about online business is understanding that if you want to have a premium high ticket offer, you have to match it with the right kind of customer. So for example, if you have a Spanish language course that's priced at £1,000 and you're trying to promote it to 18-year-old students who don't really have their safety needs met yet, they're going to be less likely to buy your program because they haven't had that need met. They're not in the frame of mind to invest in something that's going to personally help them. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to, make it in their industry that they're in. They're not in a position to invest a high amount of money in a language program. But you could have a Spanish language program that's priced at £1,000 that you are selling to 35-year-olds who are looking to improve their language so that they can improve their career, or so that they can get to the next level in their career, or they want to move career and do something else. What you're doing is positioning your high ticket offer to people who have the means to buy it. Not every student is 18 years old. Not every student is a child. We have a huge range of people who want to learn things that are going to help them with their relationships, their wealth, and their health. But the thing is, if we're consistently selling high offers to people who just don't have their basic or safety needs met yet, we're not going to sell anything at all. So this is why you want to match up what you're teaching and your skills with who it is that's going to buy these things. Okay, so let's do this together. Grab the notebook where you just wrote out your passions, skills, and experience. We're going to see what markets that they fit in. So I'm going to do this myself. I'm going to write at the top passions. Passions that I have. Business. I love talking about business. Traveling. I love to travel. I love to dance. Zumba, dance aerobics, completely my thing. Business, traveling, dancing. I am obsessed with personal development, like self-help, that kind of stuff. Okay, so once you have your passions, and you're probably going to have a lot more, but just for the sake of this video, I'll just write 4. And at the top here, you're going to write W for wealth, H for health, and R for relationships. Okay, so let's take dancing. So is it going to help someone with their wealth? If I taught someone how to set up their own dance school, I guess, but I don't think dancing is going to help with wealth, so I'm just going to do an X right there. Is dancing going to help with health? Yep. Is dancing going to help with relationships? I guess relationship to yourself, so I'm going to say yes. I mean, you could learn how to pole dance and impress your relationship with your partner, I don't know. But I'm going to say yes. Okay, let's look at a business. I have a massive passion in business. Is this going to help someone with their wealth? Yeah, it is. Health? No, it's not going to help your health. Relationships? No, I don't think it's going to help with relationships. Moving on to traveling. Is traveling going to help with wealth? I don't think so. Health? Actually, maybe it is. Is it going to help with health? I mean, I think traveling is good for my mental health, so I'm going to click yes. And relationships? Not really. Personal development? Wealth? Yeah, personal development is going to help with wealth because personal development is to do with mindset. Creating wealth is all about mindset, so yes, it's going to help with wealth. Health, yep, it's absolutely going to work with health. And relationships, yes. So what I am doing here is breaking down each of my passions to see if it's going to help, or I can create something in any of these categories. And where I see the tick, these are all potential program, potential offer ideas that you'll be able to charge at a high ticket. So I can create a business program that's going to help someone increase their wealth. I can create a dancing program that's going to help someone with their health. I can create a personal development program that's going to help with any of the 3 that I pick. And let's move on to skills. Your skills, again, is looking at something that you've mastered, something that you're good at, that you have authority in. I think one of my main skills is listening. Teaching skills I have skills with working with SEN children, special education needs children. I have social media skills, Canva skills. Okay, so that's just an example. The same thing, wealth, health, relationships. Listening, wealth. Now, at first you might be like, how does listening help wealth? But being a good listener actually helps you be a better communicator. Being a better communicator helps you with your relationships. It helps you in business. It helps you sell more things because you're able to communicate the value of your product. Listening helps you become a better leader, and when you're a better leader, you may get to progress in your career. So you can turn your skill into something that people are willing to pay to learn because it's going to help them increase their wealth, increase their health, increase their relationships. So yeah, listening improves your wealth. Health, not really. Listening and relationships, yes, absolutely. Teaching, I could help online teachers increase their booking rate or increase the amount of students that they enroll by becoming better online teachers. So that increases their wealth. Health, teaching, not really. Relationships, yeah. Okay, let's do social media. So social media is a course idea that I used this method with and managed to exceed my teaching salary. And how I did this was I understood that I knew basic social media skills. And when online teachers were starting to build their online teaching businesses, they didn't know how to market their lessons using social media. So I put together a social media course that helped online teachers build up their social media so that they could enroll more students. When they enroll more students, they progress in their career, they earn more income, etc., etc. So what I did was took a skill that I had, made sure that it helped someone create wealth in their life and build a course from it and sell that course to that type of person. Have I had any formal social media training? Absolutely not. Has it come from experience? Yes. Your high ticket offer may come from just experience that you've had. I know we put so much pressure on qualifications and going to university and getting a degree, but a lot of times those things just help us get a job. They don't help us create the income that we deserve. I think with skills, the magic is being able to teach someone a skill that you've already gained. So for example, if you are amazing at Canva and you can create the most incredible graphics for your social media or for your business, you can help other people create Canva graphics too, or design any kind of graphics for their website, for their social media, for their sales pages. All these things are helping people make money by having excellent, beautiful sales pages. That's going to help them increase their wealth, which in turn is from you teaching them how to use Canva. So the magic is in sharing your skills with other people that you've already learned. That's going to help them, save them time and save them money because they're going to learn how to do the skill themselves. One of my friends is an SEN teacher as well, and she became really close to a parent. The parent struggled with understanding her child's needs. She kind of felt lost. And of course, my friend had the special needs experience. So she helped this parent increase her confidence with communicating with her child. From this, she built a high ticket offer that helps parents. This category of offer falls under relationships because she's helping the parent-child relationships. Now, the majority of the time, parents are willing to spend money when it comes to their children. Spending money on piano lessons, dance lessons, singing lessons, anything that's going to help their child achieve a new goal or make them happy or make them fulfilled. Parents are willing to pay for that. So we want to take that into consideration as well. Going back to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, relationships, that parent-child relationship is something that people are willing to invest in when they have their basic and safety needs met. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do want to join my 12-week mastermind, I'm going to leave all the details down below. I'm excited to work with you over the spring to make sure that you are building an epic online profitable business that you're absolutely in love with and that's making you the money that you deserve. I hope you enjoyed today's video and I will speak to you next week. Bye!